What's going on, world? Brian right here. And first off, I want to say if you landed on my page, I want to say thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Now, why should you listen to me? I feel like I have something to give back to the world. I'm a blessed individual and I'm not perfect, but, I feel like I have many gifts and I've been around people in the past. I used to be in the army, rooms that I step in, people that I'm around, they always remember my name. They always tell me like, "Hey man, that stuff that you said changed my life. That thing that you said made me think a different way." And I can reach out to them people to this day and they'll tell me, "Man, thank you for everything that you did for me. You made me think a different way and now my life is getting on the right track." Now, am I perfect? Absolutely not. But one thing I am is I feel like I got a lot of wisdom. And I feel like if that wisdom is sitting just on me and I'm not using it, then I'm not doing what I was sent here to do. You ain't got to be no preacher to teach. You ain't got to have no pulpit. All you got to do is use your voice. And from here on out, that's what I plan on doing. Now, the reason why I'm doing this channel is for men out there because I feel like men are lost. And no, this is not we gonna bash people and we gonna do this and we gonna do that. We just gonna talk about women and all that stuff and how they ain't nothing. No, we not doing that. We not bashing nobody because I feel like that's just a void that men are trying to fill, and the problem is much deeper. You see, my thought is I think men have problems with themselves, and that it's deeper. It's a feeling of not feeling that self-love. Maybe you was raised in a home without love. Maybe you was raised with parents that, didn't show you much affection. Maybe you were raised in when you went to school, you got teased. Maybe you wasn't the type to get all the females. Maybe not that matters, you know what I mean? But maybe you wasn't the type to do that. Maybe you wasn't the cool kid in school. Maybe you wasn't the person that everybody went to when stuff needed to get done. Maybe you were thought about second. And that's okay. Everybody has a story like that. But with that being said, is that what you think of yourself just because other people think of you? Now, I understand that, the world that we live in today, everything seems external. We go on Instagram, we go on Facebook, we go on these apps and we're seeking validation and we're seeing what he got and we seeing what she got and we seeing what they got. And it makes us compare to what we don't have. But one thing you don't understand is that your value is not in stuff. Your value is in first you and second the impact that you make on this world. I want you to ask yourself a question. When they put you in the ground, what is the world going to say about you? Are they going to remember you? Or are you just going to be somebody that just existed? You know how they put that stuff on the tombstone? The day that you was born to the day that you died. And then they got the dash in the middle. What that dash going to look like when they lay you in the ground? Because we all going there eventually. And that's what you should be thinking about placing value in. Or do you plan on helping people? Do you plan on serving the community? Do you plan on volunteering? Do you plan on doing anything that is going to make people go, "Hey, that guy right there was something special"? It ain't got to be nothing major unless you want it to be. That's fine. Some people place their value in, getting to the top of their respective fields. Some people place their value in being the greatest father, being the greatest mother, being the greatest sister, being the greatest brother, being the greatest family member, being known as the provider of the community, helping the community, helping kids stay out of the streets, helping mental health and going over to overseas and, doing world hunger. What are you doing? What are you going to do? Are you just going to sit there and just sit at home all day and watch TV and worry about the things that you don't have? Or are you going to go, you know what? I'm getting ready to take control of my mind. I'm getting ready to take control of my life. and I'm getting ready to do something that's going to cause an impact. See, I feel like most men they distract themselves with pleasure when, they lack purpose in their lives. And that's why I feel like, like I said, nothing against these channels, but that's why I feel like some of these people blow up, because they're playing on your insecurities and they're filling a void that you can feel if you was to just take control of your mind, get a purpose, and do everything you can to strive to get that purpose. And that's what my channel is about. My channel is called No Distractions Until Rich. And rich is being subjective. It's what you want to do. It's how much money you want to make. Because we can get caught up in seeing these people online. You need to make $5 million. You need to make $2 million. You need to make 10. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't strive high, but being rich is subjective. If you want to make $250 a year, if you think you can live off $20,000 a month, how much does it take to live for you? I bet you don't even know, because that's the stuff that we don't think about. But we think about, oh, well, this and submissive, alpha male, beta male, feminine, masculine. No, man. You got to figure that stuff out about yourself. You got to get that stuff out your mind, because that stuff ain't doing nothing but distracting you. It's taking all your attention. I've been there before, on Facebook all day, on Instagram all day, on YouTube. And you know what I'm learning? That the same people that I'm watching every day that's doing it are the ones that's getting paid. And you, the consumer, all you doing is sitting there just giving them your attention. And we all know whatever you feed your mind is what's going to manifest. So you might as well go get a goal, cut out all distractions, and do nothing until you get to the destination that you want to go. Now, I want you to think about something. I heard Gucci Mane talking the other day, and we can get caught up in stuff like relationships, especially as men, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You should have somebody that you would like to spend the rest of your life with. But I don't think when you are not in the situation that you are in, that you should be striving for those things yet. You should be striving to build yourself into the better version of yourself. Care about your looks, care about your hygiene, care about your dental, care about that stuff. And back to what I was saying about Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane said, you know what? He didn't want to get married until he was rich. Because what's the fun in being rich broke? And that's the problem with most men now. Y'all trying to do these things, and y'all trying to live this lavish lifestyle, and y'all trying to get these girls, but you ain't got no money. You ain't got no purpose. You're going to bring her into your life, and she ain't going to have nothing to do. You're going to bring people into your life, and they just going to treat you any kind of way. They're not going to respect you, because it's like you're going here, then you're going there, then you're going there. People love to see people who are one-track minded, knowing the direction that they are going in, and they are striving to get there no matter what. That's what people respect. And that's what you should be doing. So for the rest of this year, if you want to take this journey with me, because that's what I plan on doing for the rest of this year, I plan on cutting out all distractions until I'm able to add some kind of value to the world. And in exchange, I'm looking for, monetary things, because in order to get, you have to give something. There's no such thing as something for nothing. Shout out to Napoleon Hill. And I hope I can find the guys out there that understand that in order to get the success, you have to cut out all distractions. You have to cut them all out, especially if they're not making you no money. Am I telling you to not have fun and be a robot? Absolutely not. One thing I am telling you is, if you broke, you don't need to be having that much fun, because ain't no fun in poverty. Ain't no fun in being broke. I was raised being broke. I was raised with the rats and the roaches. I was raised when I ain't had nothing but bologna in the refrigerator. I was raised when, we didn't have nothing, and we didn't have nothing under the tree and stuff like that. And I feel like people Especially, you know, we laugh about that type of stuff. People, we laugh about that type of stuff. But like, that stuff shouldn't be glorified. Yes, you can look back and laugh, but it shouldn't be glorified. You should look at that stuff and go, I never want to be there a day in my life again. And you was probably there because you had parents, you had uncles, you had aunties and stuff like that, you know, they was tending to other people's business and they were distracted through gossip, through alcohol, through drugs, through sex, through all these things that don't really matter at the end of your life. What's going to matter is that what is the impact? What are people going to be able to say when you leave this earth? That's the only thing that you're going to be remembered for. Now how many bodies you got? Now how much money you made, even though, you know, you can pass it down to your kids, and not saying money's not important. That's not what I'm saying, because money's very important. But what did you do on this earth? Who did you impact? That's what it's about. And that's what my channel is going to be about. People that want to make impacts on the world. Because those are the people whose names live eternally in eternal life. No distractions until riches come. No distractions at all. I just want to say that if you're ready to take this journey with me, I'm here to help you, and y'all can help me. Leave some comments in the comments section of what you think about some of the topics that I bring. And we're going to help each other level up. I'm going to learn from y'all. Y'all going to learn from me. So with that being said, no distractions until riches. Let's level up.